Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tech. Today, a little bit of a disaster. We're going into Cracks XL edition. So if you haven't seen my video about every phone in my house was cracked, we had to go through and make some changes. Today we're going to do it on a tablet. I'm going to give you some do's and don'ts. I'm going to give you some lessons that I've learned. I'm going to help you out so you don't have to go through the same thing that I went through. Let's share together. Okay, so here you can see that we have an iPad. This is an iPad Air 2. And so what we've done is I've actually attempted to do a fix on this. And what I originally bought, I'm not going to link that below, what I originally bought was the glass only repair. I'm going to tell you right now, I have about 16 years experience in the IT field. I'm a pretty clever guy. I deal with a lot of tech. I deal with a lot of devices. I've done a lot of teardowns and everything like that. I can tell you one thing. I had trouble and I've completely demolished this iPad trying to do a glass only repair. So I'm gonna tell you right now, don't even go for it, okay? You look on Amazon and you can find a glass only repair kit for less than 20 bucks. There's a reason why it's less than 20 bucks. I don't recommend that unless you are a professional iPad repair shop with the proper tools, not even tools that I looked at buying the tools myself. It wasn't even worth it to go in and do that. You need special environments. The videos that I've seen where people have been successful, they've had on lab coats, okay? Lab coats and overseas, they weren't in the country and they were in the factory going in and making these changes. And for me, it's just not really worth that. So what you'll see is that with this screen, after I've gone in, I've actually already taken it apart. So I've already gone through and done that particular piece. So if you get this up, what this is this is an LCD screen. It has the home button already in it, okay? LCD screen, and then it's a glass piece on top of it, okay? So if you can see, this is the actual LCD screen. So when you buy this kit, what you really get is just this glass piece on here. The problem is you have to try to separate the glass from the LCD screen without damaging it. And that's where you have a problem. There's a couple ways to do it. You can try to use some floss, heat up the whole surface, use some flossing, go through. You have to have a special heating element to kind of go in and do that. It just was not working. I did get the screen about halfway off. Then I went in back to test the iPad and the LCD screen was completely damaged. It just was not worth my time. So what I've purchased now, which I have linked below, is a full kit. Now, this costs much more money, but it's so much easier to go in and install. So that's what you have to pay attention to. It wasn't worth my time to go in and do this. Already has the home button assembly already put in, it's good to go. So now what we're gonna do is take this off and go ahead and put this one on and see what you can do. We'll also stick around because we're gonna show you some protection so that you don't have to deal with this at all. Protect your device now so you don't have to. If you're watching this, you probably already destroyed your device. So once you get this fixed, make sure you pick up some of these tools so that you can make sure you protect your device. So let's go ahead and get this going. Just a couple of clips here, nothing major. You can see the ribbon cables, there's just 3 ribbon cables there. Before we get into that, how did I get this? I purchased this from iFixit, phenomenal company. They've helped me out a lot with buying things. Matter of fact, I can show you here. Yeah, great point. Here is the glass only screen that you get. This is a white one, but this is the glass only screen you get. You can see there's nothing there but the connectors and everything like that. Had I been successful in getting this LCD removed, I could have just plopped this on there and we would have been good to go, okay? This was like less than $20, but it's worthless unless you can get that screen off of there. So don't even go that route. Don't even try that. Let's get that out the way because you're not going to be using that at all. This is an iFixit kit as well. The good thing about this, it had what they call an eye opener. I don't have it here on the table, but essentially the eye opener is it's like a little, those armbands that you slap on your arm. It looks kind of like that, but it's filled with liquid. You pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And when you do that, it warms up. When it warms up, it allows you to put the whole side onto your device to warm it up to be able to remove it easily. It works out pretty good. You can also use a heat gun or a blow dryer. I will say that if you're uncomfortable with using a hair dryer or a heat gun, use the eye opener. It works really well. For me, it was faster to do it with the heat gun, but I had to kind of get more comfortable with providing heat and not damaging components and different things like that, okay? So on to it, all I have to do is take in and connect these last pieces. So I'm gonna turn it to the side so I can go in and connect these. With these pieces, you'll feel it. You just kind of gotta move it around. I move it this way just in case you may be able to see. You just kind of gotta wiggle it around and see until you get contact. And then you want it to snap in place. That's what you're really looking for. Don't force it. Just kind of look to see. It's a satisfying click once you can get it into position. There we go. So got the first 1 and 2 in. Now just working on this third one. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. Don't want the adhesive to set in yet. Okay. So we just went in and did what they call a soft reset on the device, just to be able to see that the screen came up. So don't be nervous. That's one thing. Don't be nervous if you go in and you put it all back together and then you're not seeing anything go. Do one of those resets on it and just wait for the Apple logo to kind of come up, and then you'll be able to see. Okay, so don't want you to see my password. Okay, you see the screen is working just fine. So here's one thing. This came with a different home button. Because it came with a different home button, this home button will now allow you to do Touch ID. And if I want to continue to use Touch ID, I'm going to have to take this home button off. And it's going to come with this ribbon cable. I have to take this home button off and put it back onto this device. I believe you can take it to the Apple Store. They can reprogram this home button. For what I need, I don't really need it. So I'm not really worried about that. But just to show that this screen is working all the way, you can just take this and you can see as I go all over the screen, it's not letting go, okay? So it's not letting go at all. If this was a damaged screen, as I get over a place where, I let it go that time. If I get over a place where the screen is not working, it will let that, it will jump back into position. So you can see that this is, working out just well. It's touch, sensitive, it's responsive, it's smooth, hey, everything is good to go. So this is what you want, this is what you need. Don't deal with this. Don't deal with the glass on the screen. Don't do it to yourself. Make sure you can buy the right part. Pay a little bit of extra money. I think this was, a little over $100 or something like that. I don't remember exactly. We'll link it, but again, it was absolutely worth it. So I didn't have to go through the hassle of trying to go in and remove that. So again, spend the money, do what you need to do. Next, in the next video, we're going to talk about some protection items that you can do. So like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what type of content you want to see. We're going to do a little bit better. We're going to be able to post a little bit more to this channel. So we thank you for joining us for another episode of Let's Talk About Tech.